Hi everybody, I'm Eric, and today I'm going to show you something you've never seen before, which is the real puma of the city of Cusco, Peru. What I'm going to show you is not AI generated, nor will you find this anywhere else on the internet. If you have heard the legend that the city of Cusco is in the shape of a puma, I 100% agree, and I'm going to show you that puma today. Now, the standard consensus of the archaeologists is that the puma is very, very different than what I'm going to show you. And let's take a look at that real quick. As we see, in the upper left-hand corner of the city is what we call the puma. Let's take a closer look at this. Pretty amazing feature. In my opinion, doesn't look very much like a puma, but this is what we all are told is the Puma of Cusco. And it does entail some pretty impressive sights, one of which is Saqsaywayman. We also have the Viracocha and Plaza Mayor, all very, very important sites in the Inca culture. I still contend this is not a puma. If I had shown you this drawing, instead of showing you it as it is now, I had used the walls of Saqsaywayman to delineate the top of this feature, and now if I had suggested to you now that this animal was more representative of an alligator, with the jagged walls of Saqsaywayman showing the jagged top of an alligator or a crocodile, with the short legs and the very long fat tail, seems a lot more like an alligator to me. And let me just tell you right now, this is not the only alligator within the city of Cusco. With that being said, the legend states that the puma is in the entire city of Cusco, which is exactly what I found. If I may just erase what is considered the puma now and show you what I believe to be the real Puma of Cusco. Like I said, this is not AI generated. This is created simply by following the actual streets of the city. And it's pretty amazing to me, after 400 years of Spanish destruction and reconstruction, that this is still as visible as it is. So, without making you wait any farther, please find to your enjoyment the gigantic Puma of Cusco, who's actually biting down on the neck of a llama. And as you see here, we can easily spot the torso of the puma, its long hind legs, the rear hunch of its rear hip. We can clearly see the body of the llama and its legs. And as we zoom in even farther, we can see the actual face of the puma and its humongous canine teeth. And the nose of the puma is actually the most important sight of the whole city, which is the Viracocha. We can even see the crunching up of the nose of the puma as it's biting down on the neck of the llama. I'm sure I'll have detractors who will disagree with me on this picture. I don't see how you could. This is unquestionably the real Puma of Cusco. And what's even more fascinating about this is not by far, not even close to the only images that are within this city. It's literally like a kaleidoscope of images, many that I want to show you in the future. I see a big bird right up in here. I see a snake going down the length of the puma's back. But my next installment on this videos of Cusco is actually going to be Viracocha himself. And believe it or not, I'm going to show you the staff god with his staff, who appears to have like a talon fingers holding onto an alligator, and he's wearing a helmet that looks incredibly Egyptian. I kid you not, people. None of this is made up. As you can see, all of this is done by simply tracing all the lines within the city, all of the streets. It's amazing that this image is still visible after these hundreds of years of construction and alterations. All of the original cities, the rivers in this city, have all been covered over with roads and are now underground, and I honestly feel like this one river that comes into the city represents the tail of the puma as well. So I hope everybody likes this. Hope everybody spends a little time looking at it. If I show enough interest people have, maybe I'll just make this file available through Google Drive and you can download it yourself and take a little more intricate time into following all of my tracings that I did here. This is undeniably the Puma of Cusco, everyone. It is not the original puma as shown here. This to me is an alligator. If you're curious to know, from the tip of the llama's ear to the tip of the puma's foot is approximately 9 miles in length. I mean, for crying out loud, they built an entire airport runway through the middle of the body of the puma. Alright, I hope everybody enjoyed this. I hope everybody recognizes that you've never seen this before. So please remember where you heard this information from. This is not out there anywhere. I figured this all out on my own. And please join me again to see Viracocha, as well as some much even more amazing things that I have found on Earth besides this right here. Thank everybody for your time. I hope you enjoyed it.